Hello Taurus, welcome to your monthly relationships reading. This is for October 2025. I check in on all relationships, so not just with our connections, but also with food, money, environments, places, that kind of thing. So we'll do cards and charms for your monthly check-in. And then over here I have another set of cards that we're going to use to check on a specific person, or maybe a specific situation that's happening right now, or that comes to mind when we go through the cards. I do timestamps, so if you want to just skip ahead to the messages, feel free. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and get into your cards here, Taurus. Okay. So let's start with a person or a situation. You know, it could be someone you want to check in on, or maybe you're checking in on a connection and trying to figure out, get some support, some clarity. Maybe the situation is between the two of you. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Now we'll get your monthly reading about various relationships. We'll see what the angels and the soul energies want to talk about this month. I'm just laughing a bit to myself right now because of the terrible shuffling I'm doing here. I don't know why it was a tough start here with the cards. So these cards go these way. Okay, so to see how your cards want to come out, where they want to go, how they want to group, I guess, together. Maybe I'll move the charms, make room. Sure those are on camera. Actually, we can come closer to the camera. I don't know why I feel so far away here. Okay, so charms. Okay. So I'll just go around. I'll pause. If I feel movement, sometimes they just drop immediately once they're over their pile they want. So I saw some movement there, so I'm just gonna wait. I think they're trying to pull it off the top of the pile here. I don't know if I should give them some help instead of pulling the whole pile out of my hands. We're just working here. There's something in the middle, I think. Okay. And I'll just go back around, see if they were just moving things out of the way. Okay. Maybe you're concerned with someone's health. Maybe it's your own health or your own relationship with health of a relationship. Okay, I'm just going to move the bowl just in case we need to spread out here on camera for you guys. I don't know if I can get a little closer. I know this stuff bothers me, so I'm sorry that I went through long. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'll leave it like that. So I don't annoy both of us. Okay. So, monthly reading. I'm drawn to this tree over here. So I'm going to start over here in the bottom corner. The golden, quite lush, abundant tree of prosperity, essentially. It's kind of sitting in the forest of abundance here. I'm wondering if you're concerned of like a family estate right now, or maybe you're just an individual that's looking at your estate planning or will planning, maybe financial planning, right? Investments, retirement, savings, all of that kind of stuff. But that kind of seems to be on the radar here. Abundance, wealth, but as it relates to either family, estate, legacy. I see it more as planning though. Okay, we're pairing that with our little fox in the wood here, trying to make a decision. Now what I like is the blindfold. That's very much like the justice. The eyes covered of the fairness. Just seeing the black and white. So maybe that's what you're trying to figure out here, Taurus, is as I'm planning, as I'm establishing, as I'm just checking things over, right? Just doing a check-in here on my finances and the family estate and family kind of legacy, succession. What's fair? What's the right approach here? So it's a very, very considerate, very thoughtful space that you're in there right now. Quite beautiful, or that you're going to be heading into or starting to think about, starting to consider. Or you could be assisting someone maybe within your family of going through this process, right? A lot of us have aging relatives that might be seeking our counsel or advice, especially if you're someone, a Taurus, that works in finances or estate planning, or sometimes we're just a little bit more literate and we understand information a little bit easier. So it could be either, if you're not the one doing it, you might be lending some support here. So kind of a heavy focus here on your relationship with wealth planning, really planning. planning keeps coming out here. Okay, I think I'll come up here next. We have a yes from your angels, so whoever needs an answer today, there's your yes. But your angels are letting you know that there's incoming news, incoming unexpected. Could be unexpected news as well with the little courier here, my little scooter. So it'll be like a quick form of receipt. So that's a text message, that's an email, something that just drops, right? Just drops on you. Or it could be an actual delivery, right? The doorbell. So it's a sudden visit, a drop-in. A sudden visit or drop-in, or your phone or email inbox will get this. But your angels want you to kind of look out for this. Pay attention when this moment happens, right? Be aware, be present. A little bit of a heads up, it's coming. Oh, well, we're going from wealth to wealth here. So this could be, yes, you're getting that job. So your relationship with career will be improving. Your relationship with your home environment as well, based on this card. So things around your home could be improving. So that could be a receipt of an approval, right? Maybe approval to fix, renovate, dig, expand, approval to buy, whatever it is, approval to renovate, decorate. But there's like this surrounding yourself, like you're making this environment like yours. You're purposely surrounding yourself with things and people and designs that make you happy, that you enjoy. So if this is a new career or new opportunity within your career, you know, this is a team, projects, clients, the type of work that you end up doing will be so conducive to your personality, to your spirit, that you'll feel quite comfortable, right? Quite relaxed, just like the lounging leopard here. And even the leopard means quick. So, so keep the eyes open, right? This could be a chance that's making its way around your wheel of fate, and because it's a good one, they don't want it to pass you by, right? They want you to grab the gold ring this time around. You're kind of ready now to grab it. I wish I was like more on top of these cards. I don't know what's going on. The other readings seem to be fine. Okay. Sorry about the fussing. I'll bring these cards over and we'll make sure these cards are all on camera as well. Okay. Oh my gosh. Just tell me to stop, guys. Okay. There we go. I'm trying to put my little stopper here. For some reason my camera won't stand up on its own today. Okay. Apologies for that. I don't know why. Maybe there was a reason why I got distracted and delayed here. Maybe that's an example, right? Because they don't want you to miss this. And I just fussed with my camera for no reason. So don't talk yourself out of it. Don't scare yourself out of this, right? Sometimes we'll be like, no, that wasn't meant for me. Oh, that's timing's not right now. But they're saying yes, it is, right? We got the yes here from the angels. Okay. Okay, relationship with your emotions here for sure. I don't know if you're pacing at night. It could be walking outside at night, strolling, hitting the treadmill. But I feel like a lot of this is happening in the later evening hours, where you're very solitude. But I see like just either quiet pacing back and forth, like I said, like jogging or running on a treadmill. And it's your emotions, whatever, like if you can't put your finger on why you're kind of tossing and turning and up at night and kind of doing this pacing and strolling. You've got a conundrum here that's sitting on your emotions, weighing on your emotions. And I say it's a conundrum because it's the parting sort of weeds here in the water grass, the grass in the water. And you're not heading towards the moon that's rising there on the horizon. You're pacing back and forth, right? You're not releasing the emotion, but you're not confronting the emotion either. So some work here, please. If you can put your finger on it, but that's sort of the two options to get through it, is you need to work on finding your release for the emotion, or you need to confront it and work through it. Okay. So now we have a period of silence down here with winter is coming. So this is a long duration, either silence between you and another. So this could be relationship with others, or a long time between doing something again. So, I mean, it could be a relationship with travel. If it's been a while since you've been out and about, Taurus. Let's see. So we've got the Magician and your spiritual entourage here. Your angelic workers, your earth angels, so your close confidants. Your team, right? Your support team. So I don't know if it's been a while since you did something that's like of interest to you that would be part of the group. Like an example would be like a gaming group. You know, sometimes we go with the guys or the girls, right? And you have like a small network. But I feel like it's interest-based because of the magician here. This is something that you really enjoy doing. So this would be like a sports team that you're on, a band that you're in, right? If you're part of an improv community, something like that. So it's been quite a while since you've done that. Maybe it is travel, right? Maybe these are your traveling buddies, or you know, sometimes there's those scenarios where you have a destination, you all kind of meet up. So it's been a while since you've done that. But there's something here that used to be like a pretty significant delight. It brings you a lot of delight, but you haven't done it in a while. So I feel it's more of a don't forget this in terms of relationship center. I feel like this is a reminder here of like, don't forget this interest. It's been a while since you've leaned into it. For example, like my personal trainer kind of floats in and out of jiu-jitsu. So he could be in it for 12 months straight, and then he'll be out of it for 6 or 9 months, maybe recovering from an injury, or his schedule just suddenly doesn't allow. So that's a community, right? That's a group. That's a house. I don't know what they're called, but that he's part of, right? A collective that he really enjoys, but he pops in and out of. So I feel like that's a similar scenario here for you guys, Taurus. So just some encouragement to think about making some time to reconnect and you know, benefit and enjoy this interest that you have and this community that you're with. Because there's a lot of silence here on your own planning, on your own kind of creating and surrounding yourself, on your own pacing at night. And here they are encouraging you to go back. Go back. Okay. So a person or situation, you know, before I even get there, this could be going back to like a spiritual group, right? That's an interest as well. So I feel like this is like relationship with self-understanding, self-knowing, you know who you are, you know what you enjoy. Why are you excluding that from your lifestyle here? Okay. So the person or situation, starting off with my health indicator. So in the intro, I was mentioning this could be health of the situation that you're checking in on, that you're curious about. Health of the person could be your health, and so they've carved it out from this check-in, so your relationship with health. So we have a little lucky ladybug here sitting on the butterfly that is sort of post-transformation. So I would say that's kind of recovery, especially paired with a health symbol here. So we have a little bit of luck, a touch of hope here as it connects to some form of recovery. So it doesn't necessarily mean physical health. It could just be the health of this situation, of this relationship. There's some hope that it'll recover, or you're hoping that you can heal and recover it. Okay, so let's see. Physical health, health of a relationship, a situation, sort of the health status of a situation you're dealing with. So they're drawing me to the first card here, and I was really zeroing in on this little duck staring out across the water, you know, kind of watching the hound here at work, trying to catch his meal, catch his fish. So I don't know if this person or this situation has to deal with someone that's at a distance. You know, they could be across town, across the country, another side of the world, right? Could be a long distance scenario here. Or if this is a circumstance that's happening in your proximity, in your present world, this is sort of you just sitting back, being observational, and just watching it unfold around you. You're not engaged, you're observing. So there's a big emphasis here on observing, trying to just watch, see, figure out what's going on. Which, I mean, I guess is the whole point of me pulling the cards, is to let you know what's going on. But maybe that's why they're saying there's a little bit of hope here, the healing. Maybe that's why you're sitting back and observing, because maybe you're waiting for right time, right place, right time to reach out into that energy. Maybe you're waiting for, say it's a work scenario, you're waiting for the change to settle a little bit, or a project to wrap up. If it's between you and another person, this is you observing their temperament and seeing if they're free now. Are they busy? Are they going to give you some attention? You're just kind of quietly, just some quiet observation, some watching, sitting back and watching. Okay. So I'm really drawn to the nervous energy here of, you know, I don't usually read literal into the cards, but I'm very much reading literal in like hiding their cheese, right? Don't take what I'm trying to scurry away here. I hope you don't find out energy, or an anxious, nervous energy of finding out. So it's being purposely hidden, pulled away, kept away. So if this is, you know, the person you're observing or looking across to, they are purposely withholding or hiding. If it's a situation, just be wary that there's things that you don't have the full picture. So be careful if anybody is gossiping, etc. around you. Just know that you don't have the whole picture. You know, these could be just omitting of information, right? The little white lies. Or if it is a work thing, you don't know the full story. So what you're seeing on the exterior is probably not what's happening behind closed doors. Sometimes we think the worst, but actually it's going to be a good outcome. I mean, we do have the coins. We have our beautiful Asian red as well, which is luck, good luck, good favor. So be careful that you're not don't read into a situation, essentially. Don't think the worst. Don't presume. Don't assume. But just know that you don't know everything. You're not seeing everything. You're not informed on everything. And how could you be? You're not participating. You're not active. You're sitting back, right? You're watching. You're in a position of watching. Now the king here, it's interesting that they're giving me this card, because every time I come to it, they're just showing me the dragon. Every time I feel I look at it, it keeps getting brighter and brighter and brighter. I almost need to close one eye, kind of like a sun here. I might drop into your comments below the spiritual meeting of the dragon. Maybe you need that right now, but something's got a hold on you. Or that's what's between the two of you. There is something here. So say this is a person, a long distance, whatnot, that they're kind of hiding away from you, which means they're not answering your calls. you know, they're avoiding you, they blocked you on social media, who knows, right? It's because of this tension. You know, there is something between the two of you. There is a circumstance. It's lengthy, so it could be some history here that has happened between the two of you. But they want you to embrace this spirit dragon. So I don't know if this is, you know, you need to release this situation, right? Let it go. Maybe it's let them go, let this go. You can't keep holding on to this. If you keep holding on to this, you're going to get nowhere. You're just going to kind of sit in this fiery energy. But they want you to follow the dragon upwards here. If it's a scenario, like I've been saying, like a work scenario, you need to let go of your buildup of tension, anxiety, frustration, aggression, whatever it is, and take action then, right? So we'll see what the spiritual meaning of the dragon is, but action could be just reaching out and saying, hey, I've been watching and waiting for a while. Can we have a conversation? I'd like to know about this and this and this and this, right? And start to get your information, start to get involved, right? Start to resolve the health of this situation, start to help push it forward into a positive place, or heal yourself, right? The release here. Move yourself out of this status. So again, with the ladybug, there's favor, very favorable. You can do it. You'll get the insight you need, or you'll be able to move on and heal like you need in the area that you need to do it. Oh, and of course I did the whole keep it on camera, and then it was nowhere on camera. Okay, so Taurus, really nice reading here, but try not to isolate yourself too much. Remember to stay active in your interests, and then get a little bit active here. Make a decision, take an action. And like I said, if you're curious to know the exact message behind the dragon that they keep emphasizing, it'll be in the video description below.